I thought it would be fun to go over color genetics and kind of use Punnett squares and Georgia and Lava's puppies as an example, and we can show you the probability, and then we can see what we actually get with those puppies. So I thought this would be a really great, fun, easy way for people to kind of get a breakdown of what we expect, and when we're choosing which stud and female to breed together, we kind of do these calculations in our heads. So we'll start up here. Mom's going to be on the top, Dad's going to be on the side, and this is our Punnett square. This is for the color red. So when we say red, that includes blondes, creams, anything in that red family, regardless of the intensity of red. So Georgia, red is represented with a lowercase e. So if they carry for red, it will be a lowercase e. If they do not carry for red, it's uppercase. So Georgia is one uppercase e because she's not visibly red, but she does carry one copy of red, so she's lowercase e. Lava is visibly red, and so we know that he carries both copies of red, which is lowercase e, lowercase e. So if we fill this out, we have a big E, little e, right? Coming down, big E, little e. Then filling this one from here and here, and here and here. So all of their puppies have a 50% probability of being red. Now, if we come down here, this is the black and brown box. Black is represented by an uppercase B, and brown is represented by lowercase b. So if you have a visibly brown dog, we're talking about the overall color, then they are lowercase b, lowercase b. Red is dominant over black or brown. So in Lava's case, Lava is two lowercase b's, even though he's two lowercase e's. So he's visibly red. Red covers the other colors, but underneath that, if he wasn't red, he would be brown. So he carries both copies of brown. Georgia is not visibly brown, but she does carry for brown. So she carries black with an uppercase b and one lowercase b. So we have an uppercase b, lowercase b for both of these, lowercase, lowercase here. So the probability that they will have black puppies, regardless of E, we'll go over that in a minute, but that their puppies will carry black is 50%, and that their puppies will carry brown, and only brown, is 50%. Now these puppies carry for brown. They will not be visibly brown. They are just like Georgia. They are carriers for brown, but they are not visibly brown. So looking at this, we can understand, this is super simplified because we have Merle at play, we have how much white at play, but I just wanted to do their base color. So here, their puppy's probability of being red, each puppy has a 50% chance of being red. Each puppy has a 25% chance of being black and a 25% chance of being brown. Within the reds, these puppies, a puppy that inherits this, so two little B's, who is a brown and only brown carrier, does not carry for black, their nose and foot pads are going to be brown. They're going to have that liver colored nose. So if we have a red puppy that has a liver colored nose, we know that they carry both copies of brown and no copies of black. And that is what Lava carries. Now, if they inherit this genetic and are red, but they have a big B and a little b, meaning they carry one copy of black, one copy of brown, they're gonna have a black nose and black foot pads. So when we see that, we know that they are a carrier for black. It doesn't indicate they're a carrier for brown, but it does indicate they're a carrier for black. Tux is a good example of that. Let me grab him. Right here, you can see Tux is red. So Tux is little e, but he has a black nose and black foot pads. So he is, I know because his mom was visibly brown, so he has to inherit a copy of brown. So Tux is big B, little b. He could, if his mom was not brown, he could have been big B, meaning he doesn't carry for brown at all. But just as an example, he is little e, big B, little b. So, and we can know that strictly because he has a black nose. If he had a brown nose or a liver colored nose, then he would be little b, and that's what Lava is. So Lava is little e, little b. He has a liver covered nose. So that is the simple answer that each puppy, this is not litter, but each puppy has a 50% chance or probability of being red, 25% chance of being brown, 25% chance of being black. Now, Georgia's puppies are more complicated. That's just their base color because we have Merle at play. Every puppy has a 50% chance of inheriting a copy of Merle. If they are red, they are hidden Merle. Red Merles, it's tricky because in the Australian Shepherd world, they call them red Merles when they're brown, but a red puppies like Tux or Lava, if they inherit the Merle copy, it's hidden. You won't see it. If you see red dogs that have a blue eye, that's a good indicator that they're Merle because the blue eye is from the Merle. So if we get red puppies with a blue eye, then we know they're Merle without testing. There's no way to know that they're Merle other than that. Even that's not 100% without genetically testing them. Reds, won't show Merle, but then they could have puppies that are brown Merle, black Merle, and then their puppies will have some white or could have some white. Some won't have any, but some could have some white. Neither one of these, Lava doesn't carry for party, so we won't have any mostly white puppies in this litter, but they could have some white markings, like on Tux, he has a white chest. So I don't know. Anyway, hopefully that was helpful. It'll be fun to see what each puppy comes out with from Georgia. If we'll get a bunch of reds, I'll use Tux's litter as an example. Each puppy in Tux's litter had a 25% chance of being red, and all of them were red, all four. So probability does not mean that that's what you're going to see in the litter. We're talking if we zoom out to the thousands, that's when we'll see a more consistent probability show up. But anyway, I thought this would be fun. So Georgia and Lava's puppies have 50% chance of being reds, 25% chance of being brown, and 25% chance of being black.